My name is Lauren Blickley, and I'm one of our many, I think we have like 8 co-founders. So I'm one of our many co-founders of Zero Waste Maui Coalition, and I'm joined today by Mele of Kōkua Diaper, the only service, the cloth diapering service here available on island and on Maui. So today what we're gonna do, this was actually supposed to be like the idea in my head originally was to do an in-person event at some point this spring. And obviously that has not worked out, but I'm really excited that we get this online opportunity and be able to connect with Mele and connect with, I think, just a wider and broader audience. So we're really excited to bring cloth diapering to you. And we're going to be able, if you have any questions, just utilize that Facebook Live chat feature and just ask us questions, and we'll be trying to field them as we go. We're going to break this into 2 parts today. The first part, I'm going to turn it over to Mele, and she's going to talk and give you a lowdown and a rundown about diapering and cloth diapering, why you should do it, the great things about it, and then also talk about her service and her business. It's so I have a 9-month-old daughter, and Mele has a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old, and I was so excited to, when I first had my daughter 9 months ago, looking into different options about cloth diapering because I knew it was something that we wanted to do. And I was like, no, there's no way on Maui we're going to have this service. And then found Mele, and it was really exciting that we have a local business who is providing such an important and incredible service here on island. So know that this is accessible to you. So Mele is going to take the first half and talk a little bit about her diapering service. And then at the second half, she's going to flip over and I'm going to take over. And I'm in my daughter's room right now and take you through a little bit of, what a cloth diapering at home system looks like, and just some of the tips and tricks I've learned as a new mom as well. So giving you guys a couple of different perspectives and connecting you with a lot of different options. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mele, like I said, the owner and the founder of Kōkua Diaper. And thank you so much, Mele, for joining us this evening. I know you got 2 young ones. So thank you so much for taking time out today to educate our community and getting them connected to you and what you guys do.
Okay. All right. I think I'm on. Okay. Aloha everyone. Mele here from Kōkua Diaper. Just a few things about me and how Kōkua Diaper started. I'm originally from Maui, grew up here, and was living in time, got pregnant, and diapering became a very big question mark for me. I know I was going to cloth diaper. There really wasn't any other option for me. Once I started doing digging and seeing all the environmental impact that diapering does, it was a no-brainer for me. I was like, no, I'm gonna cloth diaper whether you use a service or laundry at home. So I actually found the only cloth diaper service in all of New York City, and it was 10 blocks away from my apartment at the time. So I started using it. It was incredible. It made it so much more easy. They walked me through it, gave me support. And, a few years down the road, I just thought, I want to come home to Maui. I want to bring my baby home, bring my family home. And I thought, what a great way to bring something so special home to Maui, a service, not just coming home, but bringing something home with me. And yeah, that's how Kōkua Diaper was born. So just a little bit more, what is a diaper service? A lot of people don't even know that these exist. They've actually been around forever. And they actually went away in the 80s when disposable diapers hit the market and just flooded the market, and it became so convenient and accessible and just very easy to do. And then cloth diaper services started petering away. Now you're starting to see a comeback. Reason being, a lot of parents nowadays are trying to find more eco-conscious, sustainable ways of living, which is amazing. It's great to have this option, and having somebody do the dirty work for you and supply everything for you makes it just so much easier, and we just really try to streamline it for everyone. So why do we do it? Why do we cloth diaper? A lot of people don't know this, but a single-use diaper can stick around for 500 years. And that's, a staggering number to think about for the longevity of something that takes all this water and all these natural resources to make, to then use once and then thrown away in a landfill to sit there for 500 years. And the amount of diapers that children go through, typically, children are potty trained anywhere from 22 months, which is super quick and great if you can achieve that, if your child is ready for that. Or, some children don't potty train up until 4 years old. So the number is staggering. You can see a child can easily go through 7,200 diapers from start to potty train. That's over 2 tons of waste that sits in a landfill for over 500 years. So that diaper is sitting around for generations of families. I mean, to me, that was a huge pivotal point of me just like, no, okay, I'm cloth diapering. This is what I'm going to do. And, living here in Hawaii, I think everywhere it's super important to make more conscious decisions on how we live and just, be more mindful as we go throughout life and leaving a better place for our children. And, Maui is so special. We live in a very fragile ecosystem, and we can't keep filling her with stuff that's not going to go away and it's just poisonous to her. So this is why Kōkua Diaper is here. We are here to help people make the eco-conscious decision, the easy switch to cloth diapering. And it's not, it doesn't have to be this crunchy granola thing or this, even the shaming thing. I feel a lot of times while you're parenting, it's you do your best and, oh, you should do this, breast is best, or this or that. And it's like, you just have to make the right decision for yourself. And yeah, we're just here to really try to make it easy for you guys. So a little bit on how our service works is we are a home delivery service. So we literally come to your home once a week. We pick up your dirty diapers. We bring them back to our facility. We wash them. We bring back fresh ones to you. It's that simple. We have compiled a diaper kit for everyone. So upon sign up, you actually, you can choose to buy a kit. So our kits are assembled with everything you need and things, just everything that you need. Things that you don't need are just need to like stay away as parenting. You're told that you need this, that. You really don't need much, honestly. Parents, you know this. Next thing you know, you have all these things that your children aren't using. We're trying to veer away from that. So we actually have diaper kits assembled for you guys. We give you a bin, we give you bags, we give you diaper covers, and we provide the diapers for you. So the beauty about our service is we stick with you from the start to potty train, and we have every size in between for you. So you don't have to think about, going and buying the next size up and then having all these bulk diapers left over. And also home laundering can actually be a very big expense up front as well, especially when you dabble into the world of all-in-ones. All-in-ones are a great diapering option, but you need a lot of them to diaper efficiently, and you need a lot of them to be able to spread out your home laundry. If not, you're gonna be washing laundry every day or two, and that is just not, you don't wanna add more workload. Being a parent is already hard. Rewarding, but hard. And, we're here to alleviate the pressure of that for you guys. So, yeah, let's get into, I think, some folds right now, and I'll show you, actually, I'll give you guys a tour of our facility. This is where Kōkua Diaper was born. And behind you, as you can see, this is just some of our diaper stock that we have. We have a whole bunch of different styles and sizes of diapers for you guys. And this is just a little bit of what we provide. And then here's our trusty big old industrial washing machine. B. Arthur and Blanche from the Golden Girls, these guys work hard for these diapers to be clean. These guys are like I love these guys. I'm very proud to be the owner of these wonderful washer and dryers that do all the dirty work. Here's just some of our stock of, we have an array of diaper covers. We have some wonderful products that are made here on the Big Island that is non-GMO, just really, really great diaper solutions, ointments. And like I said, we really pride ourselves in carrying just what you need. You don't need all this other extra stuff. And then behind you is just one of our shelves of, these are clean sorted diapers that we bag, and then we tag them, and we know which house they go to, what keiki they go to. And the one thing about our service that's really great is we dedicate, upon signing up, we dedicate a set of diapers to you. So though the same diapers get delivered to you every week. You don't get a mixed up bag of somebody else's diapers. Keiki aren't using the same diapers. You guys get a set dedicated. Every size up, same thing. You get a number, and those are your diapers until potty train. So we really wanted to cater to that and make parents feel comfortable about knowing that their keiki still, have the same diapers. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna show you some folds here, and bear with me. I'm just gonna get you guys set up right here, and we're just gonna get into it. So right here, this is one of the diaper choices that we offer. We offer two. This is a pre-fold. This is one of the OGs of the diapering world. I personally love the pre-fold because of its versatility. I know looking at it, a lot of parents, they get intimidated when they see this. They're like, what is this thing? It's just like this piece of fabric. And all you need to do is just learn a couple of folds, and next thing you know, you're a pro. You have it down stat. So I'm just gonna show you guys two of my favorite folds. So this is called the angel wing fold. Super, super easy. Another thing that's really great about these diapers is they grow with your baby. They're meant to grow with your baby. A big misconception and questions that I get all the time is, this pre-fold, they don't fit my child. They're too big for my child. They're not. They're customizable. So this diaper can go from anywhere from 6 pounds to 18 pounds. So you have a lot of longevity with this diaper. You get a lot of usage. I know babies that are in this diaper for a good 4 months, where in disposables, it's like you have to constantly change by the poundage, and then you have all this leftover waste of diapers that you haven't used. So this is a really just wonderful, sustainable way to diaper. So let's get into it. This is the angel fold. So basically what you're gonna do is when baby is newborn, you're gonna just fold the back, yeah? And this is wonderful because it adds so much more absorbency. You have a 4-layer, 8-layer, and 4-layer. So it's 4 by 8 by 4. So that's a lot of absorbency. So when you're folding it over, you're doubling that number. So it works fantastic. So you're gonna lay your baby down. You're just gonna make sure that the line is like right at where the belly button is going to go. And super easy, all you have to do is fold in one corner, fold in the other corner, you bring it up, okay? And you're just gonna fan out the top. Now, another question that I get from parents is, well, what about the umbilical cord? So the umbilical cord, super easy. Once you fan it out, all you have to do is you just fold it down. That's all you do. And you're gonna grab these wings, bring it up, and you're just gonna make sure that you make it nice and snug. You bring it up. Now this is the snappy. This is one of the best inventions ever. This replaced the diaper pin, and what it does is it just snags the fabric perfectly. Doesn't go through to hurt the keiki, nothing. It just snags the fabric. You bring it down and it holds it in place. It's seriously amazing. I wish I would have come up with this invention. So you just wanna make sure that, you see how you have this leg gusset? You wanna make sure that it's tight because this is what holds everything in, yeah? So you're ready to go right now with the next step. this is the diaper cover. This is the waterproof component that keeps it dry to the touch. So super, super great. We chose these as well because they have the double gusset here. You see this? This is going to hold any mess that may leak out. If it does, it's wonderful. These are just amazing. And they have snaps here. So the snaps here, they grow with your child as well. And that was important for us because we didn't want people to have to keep buying diaper cover after diaper cover to size up. You don't want to do that because these will last you so long. So this diaper will actually diaper a baby all the way up to 18 pounds. So this is, I mean, this diaper is good for you for 6 months, this diaper cover. So what you do is you're just gonna snap it to the smallest snap, or however big your child is, you just play with it. And then you're going to just lift up your baby, take the cover, bring it over, Velcro, Velcro. Make sure everything is tucked inside. You just want the fabric all tucked. Always check the back as well. And that's it, you're ready to go. Baby is completely diapered, it's comfortable. These are really breathable as well. And yeah, that is the angel wing fold. The next fold I'm going to show you with this pre-fold is called the jelly roll fold. And this one I really actually particularly like for new babies, because new babies, their poop, you know, here we go talking about the poop. It's more of a runny consistency, right? Because, you know, when you're breastfeeding or baby's getting milk, you know, the poop is, it's definitely runny. They're not eating solid, so it's not going to be solid. So same thing applies, is you're going to go ahead and fold the back. You're going to bring baby over, and again, line it with the belly button, yeah? And then you're just gonna take these sides and you're just gonna roll it in as like an A-frame, but you're just gonna add rolls, okay? Same thing, you bring it up around the baby. You're going to fan it out like so. And then you're going to grab the corners, bring it up, and you wanna make sure to make it snug. It will loosen as it moistens. So don't worry, your baby will let you know too if you make it too tight. Bring that down, fasten. And then same thing, you're just gonna bring the diaper cover over, bring it up, Velcro, Velcro, and you have diapered your baby again successfully. So these are wonderful. Do not let pre-folds fool you. They have so many uses. Nighttime diapering, super, super easy. If you have a heavy wetter, because they're stationary, all you have to do is you do the tri-fold. Fold it at each seam like this, fold the back, bring it up for a customized fit into the diaper cover, bring baby in, and all you do is that, cover. And this is incredible because what I actually just achieved with this is I made this into a 16-ply diaper. That's so absorbent. At nighttime, your baby is not going to need to wake up for a diaper change. If so, we also have, these are fleece liners. These wick away the wetness, so it actually makes baby feel dry. So you're just gonna add one of those to your nighttime routine. And same thing, just cover and you're ready to go. Make sure everything is tucked. That's it. It's really, really simple. When you're done with the diaper, super easy. Anything cloth, it just goes straight into one of our diaper bins. You don't need to rinse it. You don't need to do anything. So that is the beauty of service as well. When you home launder, you need to, majority of the time, you need to rinse, you need to dunk, you need to do things like that. But because we use such hot temperatures, we can get our diapers extremely, extremely clean. So it's really great. So this is the next diaper that we offer here at Kōkua Diaper. This is a fitted diaper, other known as a workhorse diaper. And these are a really, really great option for parents that really just don't want to fold a diaper, or parents that are really on the go, or for parents that, they have a babysitter, they just want to make it more easy when, they go back to work. They're like, hey, this is just so much more easy for somebody that's that doesn't know a lot about cloth diapering. So super, super easy. As you can see, it's contoured, so it's cut like a disposable diaper. So all you need to do is bring baby over, make sure that the seam is still lined up with the belly button, yeah? Bring it up, and literally take that, take your snappy, snap, snap, and that's it. And these are really amazing as well because they have this gusset right here. So these are virtually blowout free. And you'll see that when you start to cloth diaper, compared to disposable diapers, cloth diapers are virtually blowout free. When you know how to do the fold, and especially with this guy, because you have the gusset here, they're incredible. It just contains everything, which is great because you have less mess to clean up. Nobody wants to clean up a poopy swing or a poopy car seat. Like, it's a nightmare. So again, you take the diaper cover, just bring it up around your baby. That, make sure everything is tucked. And you have cloth diapered your baby successfully. Honestly, guys, it can't be easier than that, especially when all you have to do from here is take your diaper and literally throw it in the bin that we provide for you. And we come and pick it up once a week and yeah, bring you freshies. It's pretty awesome. And I also would like to stress to people, I commend people that do home laundering. I think it's so wonderful. I love when anybody takes on cloth diapering. But also when it comes to service, think of it as a necessity. Parenting and life, just it's things are so challenging already, and diapering is something that kind of gets thrown to the wayside. Yeah, it's not something that I feel a lot of parents really put a whole bunch of thought into. But it's a huge environmental impact. And if you use a service, it just eases the workload for you. And that's what families need. You need to be eased. You need to have your hand held and have somebody just help you along the way. And that's what we're here to do for you. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, so huge thing for cloth diapering is a lot of people, what happens is you'll hear, oh, my cloth diapers, they're not absorbent anymore. Or, my baby is just leaking through these diapers. So a lot of the times people don't realize that, over the counter ointments are not good. They're not cloth diaper friendly. So Aquaphor, Triple Paste, even some of Badger's products, they're not cloth diaper friendly. So it's super, super important that you use a cloth diaper ointment. So what I use is, I have trusty coconut oil. Coconut oil is amazing. It's antimicrobial. It does so many things by nourishing the body, by protecting baby skin. It's wonderful, and it's very, very economically friendly to your wallet. So buy a bunch of coconut oil, lather your baby every change, and you will see that it will create a barrier from the moisture. And that is a great option to use for your child. That's all natural, and it is water soluble. So it will wash out of the cloth, which is super important because you want these to be absorbent so they do the job, yeah. Another wonderful ointment to use is Alba. Alba does this unpetroleum. It's basically like Vaseline, but there's no petro in it. There's no petroleum in it, which is fantastic. It's all plant-based, all natural. This stuff not only moisturizes and soothes the skin, it creates a nice barrier around the baby's bum. So this way, if it may get irritation, you'll notice when babies start to eat solid, the pH levels, things change. They'll get a little bit more acidic. So, you know, they can get, they get rashes. Rashes are not abnormal. You just have to know how to combat them, yeah? So this is a wonderful, wonderful product. We carry this on our website. So when you are a Kōkua diaper, when you use Kōkua Diaper, you can go onto our website. If you order 24 hours before your delivery day, you order anything in our shop, we put it in your diaper bag so it comes to you, to your door, which is another added bonus for our service. So great stuff, really wonderful. I like that it's just unscented as well. Yeah, awesome stuff, perfect. So great thing to use. Another one that I'm really excited to talk about is the assembly line. The assembly line is brand new. And these awesome ladies actually are the ones that were my mentors that I learned everything cloth from. And they just launched this product. They launched a home diapering and skincare line, and their skincare is amazing. So this is one of the only non-nano zinc diaper ointments, rash diaper creams on the market. And this stuff is magical. I will be carrying this on our website very, very soon. I'm super stoked for these ladies. I'm gonna be carrying hopefully all of their skincare line and some of their covers. Just wonderful. This stuff is great. You rub it in like lotion and it treats, it's takes over the spot of triple paste and all those things that have so much zinc. The problem with zinc is anything 40% or over is non-water soluble. It's going to get stuck into your cloth. Even home laundering, that's the biggest you know, mistake that people make for using non-cloth friendly ointments. So this is a wonderful option. Assembly, shout out to the girls in BK. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys are staying safe in New York. Love you all. So that we're gonna be carrying that soon. And then another thing as well, we have cloth wipes, a cloth wipe add-on to our service. So these are so wonderful. Don't let these little guys fool you, these little squares. It's textured 100% organic cotton. And these things are workhorses, man. This one wipe can seriously clean up the messiest of babies. What I like to do is we have a wonderful solution that we sell in our shop as well, the one that I showed you from the Big Island. And I add a tablespoon to 8 ounces of water. And what I'll do is I'll just spray this and I'll wipe down baby. And then I just throw it in the bin when I'm done. Super wonderful, very herbaceous, really, really healing, has a lot of great ingredients, grapefruit oil, beeswax, coconut oil. I mean, the list goes on. It's really, really amazing. So yeah, you can add cloth wipe service to your diaper service as well. And yeah, guys, I think I covered a lot of what we do. And I hope I'm gonna bring this down. I hope that was informative for you guys. I just wanna let everybody know, I encourage all parents to try it out. You know, don't be scared, you guys. I know it's bewildering. Parenting is tough. And you have a lot of questions, and it's all about just trying to figure it out and try it, dive in, do it. It's not hard. It doesn't have to be this crunchy granola thing or this, you know, this hippie thing or whatever, you know, whatever you may think of what cloth diapering is. It really, it's, in my opinion, it's for everyone. And it takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of know-how, and we're here to do all the dirty work for you. Even if you're home laundering, please shoot me an email if you have a question, if you're stuck and you just don't know what to do, if you don't know what to do with all-in-ones or pre-folds, or, you know, the cloth diaper world can be so overwhelming. I'm here to help regardless if you use my service or not. I want to answer people's questions. I want to help parents make an eco-conscious diapering decision. So I hope that was informative, guys. And first time doing a webinar. Thank you, Lauren, everybody, for Zero Waste Maui Coalition and all the other zero waste coalitions across the island. Together, guys, we can make such a huge impact And especially as parents, it's our responsibility to make this place just better for our children and cleaner. And seriously, alama aina, aloha aina, like this is our place. So thank you so much, guys. Aloha. Take care.
Well, Millie's not leaving quite yet. She'll still be here. So we'll have some questions. Ashley's going to be fielding some questions in a little bit. I'm going to take it over. Thank you so much, Millie, because that was really, I think I learned a lot. Now I don't want to show you guys my diaper setup, as I've learned so much from Mele. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take on, let's see if I can flip over and stop that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my setup that we have here in my personal home view. And I want to start off, and Mele kind of ended with this, but I like to start in terms of, like she said, not the easiest part, but I do think that a good way to get involved and get started is to start with wipes. Okay, so if you're not quite ready to make the commitment fully to the diapers yet, this is easy. So I ordered these off Amazon. You can buy bamboo, you can buy organic cotton, maybe 10 bucks. I think since my daughter in 9 months, we bought 1 pack of disposable wipes because we were going on a long trip and traveling. So utilizing the wipes, we just basically keep them in a little bucket right here, right next to her changing table. We are thankful that we have a easy setup in terms of accessing her bathroom, so I can just turn on as I'm carrying her in, get a wipe, wet with water, and then utilize it. But I love the spray that Mele was showing as well, just a spray of water. You don't, I think one of the things, and I was thinking about this from my high school basketball days, it was keep it simple, stupid, right? KISS. And that's the thing about cloth diapering. It's a lot more simple. Parenting doesn't have to be as challenging sometimes with all these add-ons that we make it. And so with cloth diapering, it doesn't necessarily have to be more work or harder. So don't make it more work for yourself. So we use water. We don't mix all these special unique ingredients, I guess you could say. We just use water on her little butt, and it has worked amazingly. So that's the easiest thing to get started with. Use your reusable wipes. Like I said, a great intro and a great first start in terms of getting your cloth diapering going. The second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is one of the great inventions I have, again, before I get into the diaper part, are these wet dry bags. So I made the mistake when I was a very new mom doing cloth diapering in terms of the wet dry bag and just getting one with 1 pouch. And now I'm always making sure I only have 2 of these. And because like Mele said, you don't need a lot, right? But I have 2 of these and they both have 2 pouches. So it's a 2 pouch wet dry bag. And this is what you use when you're out and about. Okay, so you want one of these because sometimes, and that's another choice you guys can make. Some parents decide that they're gonna have a backup stash of throwaway disposable diapers for going out, and that's totally understandable and reasonable. We traveled to the mainland twice when my daughter was young, and both times we knew we were going to be in places where we had access to laundry. I was staying with my husband's parents one time, so we knew, and we packed disposables and took them on that trip, and it worked fine. Even if a trip to the park or to the grocery store, we've continued to use our reusables. But again, this bag comes in handy. So it has this front pouch where we put our extra inserts, and I'm going to show you guys what we use. And then we also have this bigger pouch, so if you have a dirty insert, just goes into this pouch, and then we deal with it when we get home. We also use the reusable wipes when we're out and about too. So this has been a lifesaver. This is Alva Baby. There's a lot. Again, you can order it on Amazon right now. Just make sure you get the 2-pocket one. So love this. Don't travel without your wet dry bag. I'm going to try to shift this around. Mele and I are challenged. I was so impressed with her setup. So welcome to my daughter's room. And this is her changing table. And before we get to the changing table, I want to talk a little bit about how we got to this space as well in terms of just being a mom and deciding to cloth diaper. As one of the co-founders of Zero Waste Maui Coalition, it was going to be really hard for me, obviously, to utilize disposable diapers, but I have used them, and that's okay. And like Mele said at the very beginning, you guys have to make the decision what works best for your family. We don't shame here at Zero Waste Maui Coalition. We're trying to give our community the tools to do the best that they can, utilizing this different set of tools and different set of knowledge. And so the first couple of days, we did have disposables. And on day 5, when my daughter was 5 days old, I said, okay, we've got all of the reusables, like, let's try it. And she was crying, I was crying, my husband was near tears because all of his women were crying, and it just didn't work. So we honestly came back and reapproached on day 9 when she was 9 days old, and when we were all sort of in a better space and place. And so yes, I've used a couple of disposable diapers before, and that's okay. So if you have to use them, don't make yourself think that because you're going to have to use a disposable, that means you can't ever cloth diaper. That's not the message that we want to send. We want to send this message that there's a lot of opportunities out there, and that cloth diapering is going to meet your needs where you are. So don't be hard on yourself. The other thing I like that Mele was noting is diaper rash. So the couple times that we've had to use the disposable diapers, like for long term, like for a week or so, I did notice that Kyla ended up getting diaper rash. And with the cloth diapers, we've had very, very little diaper rash here and there. And like she said, we use coconut oil too. Coconut oil is just kind of this save all, and just take a little from the jar, that we've used to cook, pour it in. Actually, I've got it in right here. This is the coconut oil that we use on Kyla, and it makes it really, really simple and easy. I think one of the big things that I got overwhelmed with as a new mom was all of this terminology, right? All-in-ones, all-in-twos, pre-folds, origami folds, all of these different things. And I was having a really tough time wading through all of that. And we made a couple mistakes in the beginning, and we've had some trials and tribulations, and that's okay, that's normal. But we finally did figure out a method that worked. And we actually do use the pre-fold method, which is exactly what Mele was just talking through. If you get like all-in-ones, I actually have an example. This is a pocket diaper. So this is a diaper where it has a pocket and you would stick an insert in. The challenge with these is, as Mele was kind of alluding to, you're going through 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10 diaper changes a day for your baby. And if you're laundering at home, you're laundering probably about at least every other day to like at least every 3 days. So you're doing quite a bit of laundry. And if you're doing a pocket diaper or an all-in-one or diapers that are similar, you have to buy like at least 24 to 30 of these, and they can be expensive. And the other thing is when your baby soils this diaper, you have to wash the whole thing, because now they've soiled the cover, right? And they've soiled that insert. So you have to end up washing the whole thing. So that just wasn't in our budget and wasn't something that we wanted to do. And when I'm thinking environmentally conscious, I'm also trying to think of ways we can reduce waste. And with the pre-folds and the pre-fold inserts that Mele was talking about, these can be used later if they're retired as diapers. You can use them as rags, you can use them for things all around the house. So it's kind of like an investment in long-term things. And I should also say that about your wipes as well. If you're using reusable wipes, I use those all the time for spit up or washing and wiping hands after Kyla's done eating in her high chair and things like that. So thinking about how you can best reuse and utilizing the reusables. And so with these diapers, I felt personally that they were the most eco-friendly because they can be a rag later in life and be retired, instead of having this massive amount of all of these all-in-ones and covers. So what we do is utilize the pre-folds, and then we have just these outer covers, okay? And these are called the Cloth Easy. And this one there's a couple different brands, and I purchased my diapers off of greenmountain.com or greenmountaindiapers.com, sorry. And one of the things is my daughter tends to be a little smaller. She's like in the 20th percentile versus the 90th percentile for weight and length and height. So some of the diapers you'll see have a massive amount of buttons and can fit babies from the, 6 pounds, 10 pounds, all the way up to 35 pounds. And she did swim in those covers. This is nice because this is size. So for example, when she was a little itty bitty baby, I must have misplaced it. I had it out here. I'll find it in a second. But when she was a little itty bitty baby, here we go. She was actually, this is a size 0. So you can actually see the size difference with these 2 diapers. And now she's 9.5 months and almost has outgrown this size 2. So we had a little bitty size 0 and when she was a itty bitty baby, and now we're at the size 2. And she's at a point where, there's a lot of different options in terms of sizing with the buttons. And what we do, Mele, don't make fun of my folding, but it's pretty simple. We just fold, we fold it in half, right? And then we tuck in the back and then in the front. And that's it. And then we put it on our baby and she has fun. So I'm actually probably going to utilize some of the folds that Mele was showing. And like I said, we've been through a couple of different iterations, but this was, has worked for us. Like Mele said, they have these gussets on it. So the risk of a blowout is really minor compared to the disposables. The other option that we do at night is we do have a couple, I have 4 of these. So I should say I have about 24 of these pre-folds, and then we have 4 covers that we use. And that seems to work really well for our family. And then for nighttime, I have a couple of just these bigger ones that are a little more absorbent. And you can find these, this is one of the, oh gosh, I can't even remember the brands, but you can find a lot of these. And this is like your kind of all into, and it has a nice insert. And so she wears this overnight and then wakes up in the morning and it all goes, we rinse it out, and then it all goes into the bin and waits for getting laundered. And so this has been really easy for the, like I said, nighttime use and absorbency. I will also note that this is the microfiber, and there's a couple different options. What I've tended to notice is that the microfiber is harder to get that shishi smell out as much as you may try, but with the cotton, and this is just unbleached cotton, are the pre-folds that I order. Really easy to get them out and easy to get that smell out. So that is another thing. If you're struggling and maybe you're already cloth diaper and you're like, why does it always smell like shishi? Well, that could be the challenge. So before I take you into where the magic happens in terms of laundering, I did just want to show you, we try to upcycle as much as possible. So this just basically sits, this is the bin that we use. And again, you can find them online, but this is your diaper cover liner. I have 2 of them, so they switch out. Again, this is Alba Baby. And this turns out that this trash can was actually just a trash can we had at home from a construction project. It's a 40-gallon or a 10-gallon, sorry, 40-liter, 10-gallon. Ended up just spray painting the outside and making it our diaper pail. So don't, like Mele was saying, don't think that you have to just get all high tech on all of this. It's really much more simple than you think. So we were able to upcycle and create this diaper pail for Kyla, and really easy. And then just bought these 2 inserts and liners. And so then what we do, like I said, that sits right next to her. We are lucky that we have a dedicated bathroom for our daughter, and I'm going to take you in. And if you don't, though, that shouldn't deter you from cloth diapering and doing what you need to in terms of cloth diapering. But essentially, I think one of the most important things to have, and basically a game changer, let's see if you guys can see this, is a sprayer. Okay, you gotta have the sprayer, because that just immensely helps with the poop. So when I was talking to my mom about this, my mom is in her early 60s and they did cloth diapering. Like that was the thing, like Melly said, until the 80s, early 90s, it was cloth diapers. And she was like, oh, the poop. And then when she started using the sprayer, it takes away so many issues that you think you're gonna have with cloth diapering. So, and yes, my husband does do this all too. I do inputs, he does outputs. No, I'm just kidding. But he definitely has utilized the sprayer and is fine doing all of this. So use the sprayer, it actually hooks up, basically like a bidet. It hooks up right on your toilet. And this is actually really good in the time, like we do have toilet paper, my husband and I do, but if we run out of toilet paper in the middle of a pandemic, we are already hooked up and ready for a backup plan. And so this is really key and critical. The other piece that's critical, and you don't have to get this fancy, but my dad made this. And if you say that this looks like a Home Depot 5-gallon bucket, well, it basically is. So this is what we hang our diapers in. This is a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket. And I saw these online, selling them for like this very purpose for diapers. And it was like $80. And I was like, Dad, that's just a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket. So being the awesome dad he is, he took the bucket and he actually fashioned this piece of wood. So the bucket kind of sits down a little bit. And then he actually customized it so it fits right over our toilet, right like that. And then essentially what we do is we have a wet or soiled diaper that we have hanging up in here. So you can see I just have a couple of different, like here's an example of a cloth diaper that we have, and I have some just pins, and then basically, I'm gonna turn on my sprayer, turned it off earlier, and then just hose it down, and then you just flush the toilet. So again, it works really, really well with the poopy diapers as well. If you don't have a dad who's gonna create this whole setup for you, or if you don't have a toilet that's dedicated to specifically cloth diapering, they do have some little pails that you can purchase or make a little pail. Again, I think a lot of it is seeing what's out there and what can fit your lifestyle. So that was something that was really easy for us to make. And again, because we have the dedicated toilet, are able to use that. In the olden days, my mom's gonna hate me for saying that, but in the olden days, you essentially take the poopy diaper, and if your mom, like it's poop, right? So you poopy diaper it down, kind of shake it out, and then flush the toilet and basically let the agitation of the toilet get it out. So that's a great way that we've been able to adapt and adopt. And then after they sort of hang out and dry out, they go right in the diaper pail. And then it gets into, of course, the actual washing phase. So I liked how Mele brought up that, again, simple, keep it simple, because you will find that the vast majority of things that you think are going to work and are the best thing for your baby and the best thing for the diapers is actually not true. It's the simple stuff that really makes a difference. And a lot of you want, if you're going to be diapering at home, keeping it simple and making sure that you're getting and utilizing products that are unscented and that are, again, kind of back to the basics. If you're making your own laundry detergent, they actually don't suggest that. Utilizing the cloth diapers, and the manufacturers and Green Mountain diapers do not suggest using home laundry detergent or homemade. But what I use is this Country Save. I also like it because it comes in a cardboard box, and you can order this online at Amazon. I've also seen it here on island in Mana. And basically we use this. You can use a little bit of diluted vinegar as well sometimes if you have trouble and struggles getting out some of the smells, but we've used this. And it's worked really well. And then once a month, I do hang out all of the diapers to get sun bleached. And they basically go through a cycle, they're wet, and then we hang them outside and they get the sun bleached because sun's a natural bleacher. So I like the country save. It is for the high efficiency washing as well. We wash them on high heat, and then we also do an extra rinse for them, and it's always seemed to work really well. But I do think after this, I'm probably going to talk to Mele as well, because I'm sure she has additional follow-ups and information for me to make my cloth diapers last longer. It's really heavy, so I'm going to set it down. Let's see, so we have about 10 minutes. I think from my perspective, like I said, I just kind of wanted to walk through and give you guys a little idea of how we set up our cloth diapering. And I've had a lot of people, you know, tell me, oh my gosh, Lauren, you guys are so good for you to do that. I've wanted to do it, but you know, it's just too hard. And I think taking away some of those stigmas, I should also say that pricing, there's maybe some pricing in terms of upfront costs, but the reality is that I just bought the next size up in terms of the pre-folds, and these are about $1.25, $1.50 per pre-fold, and like Melanie said, they can last for 3, 4, 5 months, and then I've got some nice rags, you know, at the end of it, and when they're ready to retire as diapers. And so if you look long term, the cost is actually, it's a lot more cheaper to actually invest in your cloth diapering system. And like I said, think about, don't get, I guess, overwhelmed or confused, or just feel like you have to buy all of these things to do cloth diapering. Because like I said, it's making sure that you know what you need and the setup that you need, and reusing and thinking about things, you know, reusing a trash can and things like that around your house to make it easier. And yeah, just don't be hard on yourselves, moms and dads who decide to do this. Like it's not that bad. You get in a routine, and I guess I should have my husband in here to, you know, give a testimonial as well, because you get into a routine, and the number of diapers, the amount of money we saved, the fact that we're, you know, in a pandemic, parents are running around trying to find diapers, you know, that's the last thing, like Melly said, that you should even have to be thinking about. And putting the investment and the time into the diapers, I think, is just so important. And then in the middle of this crisis, you know, we were secure. We had all the diapering that we needed to do. And I actually had a couple friends who went to cloth diapering during this pandemic because of the challenges with finding diapers. So it's giving you more security as a family. It's making you more self-sufficient. It's saving money. So there's just a lot of really great things that I personally have appreciated from being a cloth diapering mom, and doing the best that we can do. And so at this point, I'm going to bring Mele back, and let's see how we doing. And I don't know if we have any questions that are waiting for us out there. Or how we are. Mele, do you have any additional thoughts or things that you'd like to share as I'm scrolling for questions?
Your setup, your dad is awesome. That toilet sprayer bucket is like, he needs to patent that, man.
Right?
That thing is amazing. I've seen some, and that one is just like a step above. Oh my God, it's so great. I think it's wonderful what you guys are doing.
And I think I was telling you too, Mele, you know, in the beginning, I told my mom, I was like, you know, we're going to cloth diaper. And she's like, Lauren, you know, like she's like that with most of my thoughts. And she's, Lauren, are we really going to do this? And I finally was like, you know, Mom, you can get on board or not, but this is something that we're going to do. And I think there was this huge stigma around it, you know, even with my parents coming from the generation that was cloth diapering and being like, oh my goodness. And then once we got into a routine, like I said, we had some growing pains, but getting into a routine, it just, it makes sense. And we don't even think about it anymore. You know, you're not even thinking about it. It's just part of your daily routine with your kids.
Yeah. No, I think that it's definitely something that, I mean, what doesn't take a little bit of effort? And it's really, really, truly not that hard when you just troubleshoot, and especially when you have the tools like this great webinar. It's like now we've just, I mean, pre-folds, people look at pre-folds like, what is this thing? Like, what do you mean I have to do this origami? And it's like, just like you showed, it's not a difficult thing to do. I think it's really important to bring cloth diapering and normalizing it and bringing it part of the conversation, the normal conversation, because I like to think of things of, it's great to reinvent the wheel, but at what expense and at what cost? So when we have these pieces of wonderful, thirsty cotton that is all natural, and our stuff is 100% organic, we're certified. We work with a certified GOTS. So they're like, they're non-GMO seeds. They use a fraction of the water to grow. So, when you think in that sense, it broadens everything, and it just makes so much more sense to do that and put in the effort, right? So you guys, it's so doable. It's so doable.
Okay, there's a couple of questions that I have. One is from Monique. She said, would you recommend adding a disposable liner on top of the pre-fold to catch the solids?
A disposable, so adding an actual disposable diaper over the pre-fold, is that what?
Liner, and I've seen a couple where it was like a compostable liner. But it's like, as a mom, you're just one with the poop. You just get over it and like.
Yeah. No, seriously. Well, you know what, too? The one thing that I actually wanted to touch on, too, because I know a lot of people do not think about this. So you're paying a premium for these so-called biodegradable diapers. 99% of them, only 30% of it is compostable. So it's basically like the inner, right? So like the wood chip or whatever inner they have. Anything else, when it says poly, anything poly in front of it is non-biodegradable. So polymers, the straps, everything about that diaper that's so biodegradable is not biodegradable. And also, when you throw it into a plastic bag, people forget about that. So they're like, oh, I'm doing the right thing by buying these biodegradable diapers, or these things that say they can degrade, but they're not going to degrade in this plastic bag. So that's another connection that I would love for people to remember. When you're trying to make the right decision, you're getting greenwashed, first of all, and then you're forgetting that other initial step where you're putting it in a plastic bag, so you completely just canceled out everything you were trying to initially and good intentionally do, right? So just a thought, I would just say, no need to do that. Just get the diaper cover. You can wipe it clean, hang it dry. It will dry in like 3 minutes stat. You need like 2 a day. You need like 6 for a week. Like you use 4, it's so doable, 4 for a week, like for real. So I say just go for the diaper cover, girl, and they're cute.
We had another one, and I think this one is for you, Mele. Where do you put the poopies? So I think for your service, are they washing them out at all, or are all the poopies also just going right in their bin?
Oh no. So when you use our service, you do not have to rinse any of your diapers. That is one thing. We use such hot temperatures for our service, so it cleans the diapers really, really well. And we use a really wonderful detergent. It's like some of the cleanest stuff that you can use. So you change your baby, you take literally the diaper bin, and you just throw the diaper into the bin. So there's no rinsing. The only time that we ask you to actually pluck the poop into the toilet is when they start eating solids. That's the only time. So you don't have to do any of that, even though like your bucket is so cool. Like it actually, like I want to commission him to make me a bucket. Like, and I don't even need it, but it's so amazing. But
it was definitely like, I was like, like super pregnant and trying to boss everybody around, right? We're getting ready for this baby. And I was like, Dad, I need this. I'm not paying $70. And it actually, when you just put your dads to it, That's rocket sometimes.
It's really cool. No, it's so good. It's so good.
But yeah, and then we have one more quick question. The brand of the products that you said that your shop would be carrying soon, what was the name of that brand?
So that is called Assembly. So it is, here, I'll show you guys. These women are so amazing. I owe them a lot. They taught me everything. I worked for them for some time and learned everything about cloth. I did everything from learning the sorting to I mean everything. There's so much involved in it. And so here I'll get up, if you guys can see up close, Assembly Baby. And they literally just launched this year, and their skincare is so wonderful. These women are so mindful on what they're trying to do too, because their mission is the same. They're trying to make, have everybody lessen their impact, and all their stuff is all natural and it works amazing. So cloth friendly stuff, guys, check them out. So good. Shout out to those ladies at Assembly and Diaper Kind. Love you, ladies.
Well, thank you, Mele, so much. When I was very pregnant and wanting to do this, I was like, there's not, like, why even look up a place on Maui? There's nowhere on Maui that's going to offer this service. And I was so wrong. And I'm so glad that you guys saw the need and brought this back to our community, because it, I think, is really crucial and critical. And just being able to have an open dialogue as two moms, right, going through the trials and tribulations, because I know other moms out there, we're always trying to do the right thing for our families, for our pocketbooks, for our kids. And hopefully this has kind of helped decipher some of these big question
Yeah.
marks that I think people have. And so can people reach you, Mele, at kokuadiaper.com? That's the website, correct?
Yeah, our website is kokuadiaper.com. Read through it. There's a lot of helpful information there. If you have a question, email us at info at Kōkua Diaper. Like I said, I'm happy to help even if you don't use our service. Can point you in the right direction of maybe what is best, what would work for you. But I would like to say, service, I would hope that people look at service as a necessity and not as a luxury. It's really important, families, they have a lot to take on, and especially mamas, mamas, we take a lot of the brunt, we take a lot of that of the grunt work when it comes to having children, and we're the heavy lifters, and that's okay, and that's great, and that just comes along with the job description. But I also think when it comes to adding so much more laundry, don't do that to yourself. Reach out to us. We're happy to help you. And it's so awesome. We're like we're like Santa Claus. We come once a week and we have this wonderful bag of fresh, clean diapers for you. And we've just made it so simple, so streamlined, and we want to make it accessible to people. That's the thing. Yeah. And anyone, if you guys having trouble, you guys cannot afford, shoot us an email. Like, I'm happy to help people on sliding scale. We want to make this accessible to people, to everyone. We don't want it to be just, a game for people that have money, or just, it's for everyone. So yeah, thank you for including us. And
well, we couldn't not have a cloth diapering workshop without the cloth diapers, like your cloth diaper queen. And I will say, my friend Ariana, who I know utilizes your service, just has always had such positive things to say about everything that you guys offer. And she said, when right before they had the baby, you guys came to their house and helped them. I know things maybe look a little different right now in the immediate future, but the fact that you guys were so open and so helpful and just like, yes, we're going to take the time out. We're not just going to saddle you with all these diapers and, say, see you next week after you have a pooping baby. Like, we're going to come and we're going to help you and we're going to hold your hand and make sure that you feel comfortable with it. Yeah, she sang your praises, and just the ability that I've gotten to work with you has been really awesome. And I can tell that you guys are just so passionate about this, and it, right? You know this, you live and breathe these diapers.
I've dreamt about diapers, the washer going. It's like, oh my gosh. But No, you know, that's part of our service as well. Like you said, it's not like we're just throwing you these diapers and we're just kind of like leaving you bewildered into the wilderness and you figure it out. We That's what we do is we give you a cloth diaper 101. Now with the circumstances, it's definitely different. We can utilize Zoom. I know some people, you know, they live off grid, they're like deep east side. So we actually have printed out like some pamphlets and stuff that we drop off with the kit. Kids come 10 days before your due date. So we just bring it to your door and you get to open all this, you know, stuff and get your stuff ready and your diapers ready. And it's just such a wonderful thing to utilize. And we just made our 1 year on Earth Day, which was amazing. And it was so funny because we didn't even mean to launch on Earth Day. It just happened. So just happy to be here, happy to help. And yeah, let's malama aina one diaper at a time, girl. Whether it be home laundering, whether it be using our service, you know, it's doable, guys. It's not hard. It's not gross, and it doesn't have to be this crunchy thing, you know, like or one or the other. You know, you do what works for you, but utilize the service and yeah, thank you.
And dads can do it too, like you
Oh,
said. Us moms, we do
yeah.
it.
My husband is like an origami king when it comes to folding. His are like, it's like he can do like swans. I swear, they're so beautiful. I'm like, how are you so good at folding? Like, it's so good.
Amazing when dads become dads. They have all these talents that like all of a sudden come out that you didn't realize.
And you know, I have a stockpile of diapers. Like I have thousands of diapers, right? And we have the fitteds, but my husband, he prefers the pre-fold.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. You'll see, and dads, don't worry. Like honestly, it's easy and it's extra time too, extra bonding time. That extra minute it takes for you to use a cloth diaper versus disposable. It's really important to bond with your baby. And for my husband, I know it was huge for him. He loves doing diaper changes because breastfeeding is my time and changing for him, he gets that extra time with the kids. So he really took it on and yeah, and he's on board with this. So it's a game changer, guys. It's wonderful. Trust. Just do it.
Well, thanks so much, Melly. I feel like you and I could probably talk. Maybe we'll have another webinar where you and I just talk about it.
Yeah, we'll just Zoom and we'll drink wine when the kids are asleep and compare. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, I learned a lot, and you guys can check Mele out at kokuadiaper.com and check out her service. It's very affordable, and like she said, she'll work with you guys and make sure that you are all set up.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you have any questions for her, you can email her. Zero Waste Maui Coalition